this is Months and Months of Music, and we're going to talk about how you can play a song called Two-Night Town by Jason Aldean. And I ended up cabling this on 4th fret to kind of match the recording. We'll walk through a couple things in root position just in case you know how to capo them. And we start off with kind of our main intro progression on an F major chord. I normally do this as kind of a 1st fret bar, 2nd finger on the G 2nd fret, 3rd finger on the A 3rd, pinky on the D 3rd. And if you strum all those together, the beautiful sounds of F major. Now if you're just starting out though and you're trying to avoid the bar chords, a good substitute for that can be F major 7. And normally you do that 1st finger on the B 1st fret, 2nd finger on the G 2nd, 3rd finger on the D 3rd. And if you strum the D string to the high E string, the beautiful sounds of F major 7. Now you may also dig on an F major 13, which can make some of the chord changes a little easier by doing 1st finger on the G 2nd, 2nd finger on the D 2nd, 3rd finger on the B 3rd, pinky on the high E 3rd. Kind of working that for the F. And then from the F we'll be going to a C major. And normally you do this 1st finger on the B 1st fret, 2nd finger on the D 2nd, and 3rd finger on the A string 3rd. And if you strum the A string to the high E string, that sounds a C major chord, and it sounds really happy. Now around C's in general, you may want to lift the 1st finger and make that a C major 7. Or you could add in the pinky on the B 3rd for a C major 9 and kind of say some stuff around it. Or another way to play C major 9. We'll be doing 1st finger on the D 2nd, 2nd finger on the A 3rd, 3rd finger on the B 3rd, pinky on the high E 3rd. Kind of work that for your C major. And then from the C we'd be going to a G major. And normally you do this 1st finger on the A 2nd, 2nd finger on the E 3rd, and 3rd finger on the high E 3rd. And if you strum all those together, that sounds a G major chord, and it sounds really happy. Now you may also dig on putting 3rd finger on the B 3rd, pinky on the high E 3rd, and kind of working that from the G. And from that intro, kind of working that F, C, G, and we go to an A minor chord. And normally you do that 1st finger on the B 1st fret, 2nd finger on the D 2nd, 3rd finger on the G 2nd. And if you strum the A string to the high E string, I get your clearest sound with that. That's called an A minor chord. And you may also dig on lifting off the 1st finger and making an A sus2. Or adding in the pinky on the B 3rd for an A suspended chord, kind of saying some stuff around the A minor. Or you lift the 3rd finger and make an A minor 7, or adding the pinky on the high E 3rd for an A minor 7. Or you may dig on an A 7 sus, which can make some of the changes a little easier by doing 1st finger on the D 2nd, 2nd finger on the G 2nd, 3rd finger on the B 3rd, pinky on the high E 3rd. Kind of working that for the A minor. So through that intro, actually, you've got kind of that F, C, G, A minor, and then an F, C, G, C. It's kind of just a big down idea. Or if you wanted to kind of fill in time on those chords, and this can get a little weird, you could do almost kind of a down count on the chords, kind of F for 2, C for 2, G for 2, and then A minor for 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and then F for 2, C for 2, G for 2, and then C for 8. If you wanted to kind of fill in that time on the intro. So all the way through that way, you have F, C, G, A minor, F, C, G, C. Or if you kind of dig on working a strum pattern instead, one of my favorite strum patterns for a 4/4 like this is down, down, up, down, up. So we took the F major 7 and just tried that a lot. You'd have down, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up, down, down, up. What you may want to do is kind of a down on the F, C, G, and then do the whole pattern on the A minor. So you're gonna F, C, G, A minor. Strum pattern actually what really kind of feels like something called a 16th note strum pattern. And what I mean by that is if you're tapping your foot at the beat, right now we're dividing that beat into 2 parts with our down, down, up, down, up. 1, 2, 1, 2, and that's called an 8th note. What a 16th note is where you divide that into 4 parts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. And one of my favorite 16th note strum patterns is a long down, 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 up, down, down, up, down, up. And what I mean by that is if you take the F and do it down for 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. That's what you'd be doing on the first beat. And on the second beat, you do it down on 1, down on 3, up on 4. So we're going 1, 2, 3, 4, down, down, up, down, 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 up. We'll be using that pattern a good bit. And then on that third beat, we can do it up on 2, down on 3. So kind of 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, up, down, 1, up, down, up, down, right along with the 1, 2, 3, 4. Down, up, down, up, down, 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 down. So all together, you got down, 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 up, down, 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 up, down, 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 down. So another way to kind of work it and kind of fill time on the intro, we'll definitely be applying this through our verse, is you start off with the F with a down, down, up, C with a down, down, up, G with a down, down, up, and do the whole pattern on the A minor. And then back to F for a down, down, up, C with a down, down, up, G with a down, down, up, and then C with the whole pattern. So you kind of dig on working it that way too. F, C, G, ideas and mixing them up for our verse until we get to our chorus part. And our chorus, actually, we kind of have an A minor and a G that kind of half. And if you're doing the down, down, up, down, up, you may want to do just the down, down, up on those chords to kind of half them. So through our chorus that way, you have the F, C, on F, although later on actually on that spot you will kind of hear what almost sounds like an F minor hammering on into an F chord. And this is cool if you dig on the bars. You can do the F major is kind of that first fret bar. Well, if you lift off your second finger, that's always a fun finger to lift, that makes an F minor chord, which sounds really sad. So if you wanted to, you could kind of throw in a little lick where you do the F minor as a down, and take your second finger and then kind of just put it down on the G string where you would be in the F chord. So if you dig on that, that might be kind of a cool thing to have. Or if you're digging on the 16th idea, then you have the F, when you get to the A minor G, you could do the down, 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 up on each one, half the pattern on those two chords. Or if you're a little bit more adventurous, you can do the A minor with a down, 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 up, and then go to the G for the up, down, down, down. So we try the chorus that way. You have the F, C, basically mixing up things through the song. Actually, we'll talk a little bit about how you can play some of the solo licks too. Now the weird part is to play along with Jason Aldean, though, instead of starting on an F chord, he's starting on an A major chord. So to play along with the recording, what you want to do is take a capo, and if you put the capo on 4th fret, then now your F is really an A major, and your C is really an E major chord, and your G is really a B major chord, and your A minor is really a C sharp minor chord. And randomly, the F minor is really an A minor chord. But to take it from the very beginning, you could work just the big down idea, kind of F, C, G, A minor, F, C, G, C on the intro. Or you could fill in that time with downs, kind of F, C, G, A minor, F, C, G, C. Or if you're digging on the strum patterns, you could try the down, down, up, down, up. And then you have F, C, G, A minor, down, up, down, up, F, C, G, C. Or if you're digging on the 16th idea, you can do the F, C, G, A minor, F, C, G, C. Kind of through that intro idea. Or, and something else that I like to add to a song like this too, is bass notes. And a lot of times on that first down, the down, down, up, down, up, you can throw in a bass note for the chord. So on the F, you'd have the D for the bass for the F major 7. On the F bar, you'd have low E for the bass. On the C, you'd have the A for the bass. On the G, you'd have low E for the bass. On the A minor, you'd have the A for the bass. And on the C, you'd have the A for the bass. So you could kind of do it down, up. And then you have the F, C, G, A minor bass, down, up, down, up, F, C, G, C bass, down, up. Or if you're digging on the 16th idea, you could work it as a bass, down, down, up, down, down, up, down, or a bass, bass, down, down, up, down, down, up, down, or a bass, bass, down, down, up, bass, down, up, down. So one other way you can work the intro is you can do kind of a bass down up on the F, C with a bass down up, G with a bass down up, and do your whole pattern with A minor, and then back to the F for a bass down up, C bass down up, G with a bass down up, and then your C with the whole pattern. So we tried that with our intro. We have the F, C, G, A minor, F, C, G, C. And from there, then we'll be going into our verse. So we tried that with a bass down, up, down, up. We have F, C, G, C. F, C, G, A minor. F, C, G, A minor. F, C, G, C. And from there, then we'll be repeating that idea from kind of the second part of the first verse. So we tried that idea with our 16th idea. Then you have the F, C, G, C. F, C, G, A minor. F, C, G, A minor. F, C, G, C. From there, then we'll be going into our first chorus. So we tried that with a bass down, up, down, up. We have F, C, F, A minor, F, A minor, G, F. Or you throw that lick at the end. Or if you're digging on the 16th idea, you'd have the F, C, F, A minor, F, A minor, G, F. And then from there, then we'll be going into our verse idea. So we kept that going with our 16th idea. F, C, G, C. F, C, G, A minor. F, C, G, A minor. F, C, G, C. From there, then we'll be going into our solo idea. And you could kind of try that with a bass down, up, down, up. And you have the F, C, A minor, G. Or you could try that with the 16th idea. F, C, A minor, G. Or there are a bunch of really cool licks through that part. And most of them are actually working off of something called an E major pentatonic scale. And actually, I just shot some pentatonic lessons for Months and Jam Tracks not too long ago on pentatonics. And so you kind of line up your E note on 12th fret to where your pinky would be in pattern 1, actually, if you're familiar with pattern 1 of pentatonic. So you could kind of play 9 to 12 on the low E, and then 9 to 11 on the A, 9 to 11 on the D, 9 to 11 on the G, 9 to 12 on the B, and then 9 to 12 on the high E. I'm thinking real frets now, like a lead guitar player should. So 9, 12, 9, 11, 9, 11, 9, 11, 9, 12, 9, 12 is kind of your main scale. And you could even work all kinds of different technical licks in that scale. Hammer-ons are cool. Pull-offs are cool. Slides are cool. Or you could do bends. Or could try playing 2 notes at the same time, like all those double stops. And randomly, what can be very cool, and I think of this as something I call freeform, is where you kind of do it down on the chord, and then you make up a lick, and you may do it down on the next chord, make up a lick, down on the next chord, and then a lick, and then next chord, and then a lick. And that way you kind of get the chord sound in your head, so that could be very cool. Almost like Jimi Hendrix, it's almost like you could think a little bit of rhythm idea, little lead idea, little chord idea. Cool. And you will hear a whole bunch of really cool licks through that part. And it kind of gets kicked off with 11th on the, or 11 on the G, 9 on the G, and then 9 on the D string, kind of right before the solo comes in. And then you hear an 11th fret bend on the G, and another 11th fret bend on the G, and then 9 on the G, 11 on the D, and then 9 to 11 on the G string is a hammer on. So I'm kind of playing 9, putting my 3rd finger down to hammer on 11. We do that twice, and we go back to 9 on the G. So you got it's kind of that first lick, and then you go 11th bend on the G string, and then there's this really crazy cool, almost Lindsey Buckingham lick, where you can play 12 on the high E, 12 on the B, 9 on the high E, 9 on the B, 12 on the B, 11 on the G, and then 9 on the G, 11 on the D, 9 on the D, and then 11 bend on the G. So you got kind of this 11 bend, 12, 12, 9, 9, 12, 11, 9, 11, 9, 11 bend. And then we go to D string for 11 bend, and then 9 on the D. So we're going to kind of follow those licks. That could be very cool. And then actually then the steel guitar part comes in. And you could kind of follow some of those notes too. You have high E on the 9, and then 12 on the B, 9 on the high E, 10 on the B, 9 on the B, and then 11 and 9 is a pull off on the G string. And then you may want to take 11 on the G and slide to 13th fret, and then 12 on the B, 9 on the B, 11 on the G, 9 on the G, 9 on the B, 11 on the G, and the 8th fret on the B, or on the G. So you kind of pause the video, look at the tab there. So you got 9, 12, 9, 10, 9, 11, 9, 11, 13, 12, and then 9, 11, 9, 11, 9, 11, 8. If you want to kind of follow those notes. Let's do that whole solo part. You got 11, 9, 9, 9, 11, bend. I'm mixing that up a little bit. You may want to go listen to the recording and kind of follow the tab and kind of try and follow those notes. And then from that solo, then we'll be going into our last chorus. So we have our F, C. Now if you know the licks around these chords too, feel free to take this lesson and kind of run with it any way you want to. Kind of see what you can say with the song. It can always be cool to kind of make it your own a little bit. From there, then we go into our outro verse. And this is a little weird, actually. At the very end on the last F, G, you will hear little arpeggios where instead of doing the whole chord as kind of a down, you may want to kind of do individual notes of the chord, kind of an elongated F, and then a G, and then kind of a big C. So you may want to try and break up the notes, actually. It's called an arpeggio, kind of broken chord idea. So you have the F, C, G, C. that's the basics of how you get strung through Two Night Town by Jason Aldean. So good luck.